is where Daniel comes in.
Hello.
He's been our loyal guide and interpreter throughout this trip, and he's gonna help me figure out just how much I'm losing or gaining by being an English-speaking Lao Wai.
Lao Wai, I think you got it.
Nice. Now for an English-speaking segue to our sponsor.
All right, I've got to figure out a way to get this back to my hotel, but thank you, yeah, all right.
Let's go get some dinner.
Back down under. Thanks, guys.
Bye. That was pretty random. Now we just need a random, hopefully in English this time, segue to our sponsor.
It also depends on your internet speed and if you are capped on data, because if it is a big deal to download games that takes 2 days and you are limited to 200 gigs a month, then you want to have a lot of storage.
What are you guys playing? This? Okay, click.
Yeah.
See you in 10 minutes.
No.
Just like you should click the link down below to our sponsor. I think overall it's safe to say that we all agreed on some things, gave different answers for others, and I think that's why it's super important whenever you're looking or have a question, you should do research. Find multiple videos by different creators, use Reddit to search for different reviews, and you should use the link down below to check out our sponsor.
And when you pair it with a USB PD power bank, it's a truly portable power supply king. Honestly, this might be the kind of gift that you bring, but then try to win for yourself. Unless someone were to wrap up this segue to our sponsor.
Just take the usual precautions of any cheap IoT device. And finally, the XLR to USB cables, I think Adam showed them to me and I just immediately bought a bunch off of Amazon because they're super handy. That leaves one more disclosure to make, our sponsor.
Can you browse Reddit? Actually, probably. YouTube? Ugh, I doubt it. What about gaming? Maybe? To answer all those questions, I did something that I never thought I would do again, and... Oh, it's for you. It's a segue to our sponsor. By the way, guys, if you also want to see what it's like having such slow speeds, you can emulate it yourself using the Chrome development tools that we showed you before. We'll have a link down below, and we'll also have a link, thank God this is over, to our sponsor.
I honestly, this didn't give me like crazy Demon vibes. The split keyboards are just screaming at me to say that it's Demon.
We're locked.
I was wrong to ever doubt you. You were right.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And I was right to tell you about our sponsor. But as for who won between the two of us,
I think it's you.
hey, I win.
Well, you're pretty good though.
That makes this and Scrapyard Wars.
I'm out.
You know what else is out? I'm all out of Segue. To our sponsor. The most ridiculous desktop CPU on the planet. And to see just how far we can push past them. The CPU's at 95 degrees.
And it's pulling 1900 watts.
This is terrifying. But first, I had to push past this Segue to our sponsor. Sure, you could book access to the supercomputer, or you could have 25 meetings to get a server in the university rack, or you could just have one meeting, get this thick boy in your lab, and let her rip. Now it's time for a thick segue to our sponsor. How much more TV do you really get when you spend car money on a television set? Is it worth it, or is this little guy good enough? After all, even this is practically science fiction technology compared to what your parents grew up with. I mean, look how clear the picture is. Hey, I can even make out this segue to our sponsor. But that one is probably the largest display on the market that manages truly peak flagship image quality for the discerning cinephile. If you're keen on that, or any of the TVs that we showed off or talked about today, we're gonna have them all linked down below. And if you wanna spend some money on today's sponsor, well, you're gonna have to wait for me to say. In some ways, the Steam frame obsoletes everything else on the market, but in others, it still lags behind. So let's sit down and talk about what I saw. Oh yeah, this is a standing desk, just like this standing segue to our sponsor. Oh, damn. But there is no denying that Valve has put together an outstanding package, and even if it is $1,000, I'm gonna be buying one on launch day, and so will a lot of people. Just like I hope you'll buy this segue to our sponsor. There's no competition, all the way to the top. What do you say about that?
I mean, yeah, that's a problem.
You're damn right it is. And what do you say about our sponsor? And realistically, until a certain bubble pops, we're likely to be stuck with the skyrocketing prices that it has created. But hey, At least now you know where your headache's coming from. Maybe from too many Segues. To our sponsor. Elijah! Elijah! Forget it. Guess we'll just have to wait till they're done.
1 minute.
Which is perfect, because it gives us time to segue to our sponsor. So if we're being realistic, this will probably end up being a mixed use space, which leaves just one more thing. A big thank you to the build crew. More than 20 LMG staff worked on this in some capacity. And also, a big thank you to our sponsor that got so far into development that we bought tens of thousands of dollars worth of mouse ICs and then just never used them. Anyone want to buy some mouse processors? Anyone? Bueller?
Well, Linus, all I got for you is a segue to our sponsor.
Yeah, not tumbled.
Yeah, don't do that. But what you should do is pick up one of our new Prismagic transparent colored multi-bit ratcheting screwdrivers for 20% off courtesy of YouTube at the link down below.
And you can get whatever the next company's offering after this segue to our sponsor.
From AI research to DLSS upscaling for gamers to good old-fashioned MLPerf drag racing. You know, to put the other AI upstarts in their place. So what are we waiting for? Let's gear up and get inside. Oh, shoot, what was the password again? Oh, that's right. SEGUE for our sponsor. So, sales of shovels will likely continue until gamer morale improves. Good luck, everyone. I hope it's not a bubble. This is a nice office. I'd hate for something to happen to it. Just like this is a nice segue to our sponsor. There's only one way. You must go forth out into the land, gather all the Kindles, compare them, and compile a report for me.
Right so, but one more thing, Papa. Where does money come from?
Why, son? Money comes from this segue to our sponsor.
Okay.
At the end of the day then, the choice is yours. Kindle or alternative brand, color or black and white, segue or sponsor.
Okay.
Can't they just make more memory chips or build more factories? Couldn't they just download more RAM? I mean, yeah, they could do those things, but I hate to break it to you guys, there's actually a lot of reasons for them not to do that. Just like I'm not going to segue to our sponsor. Then what? What videos will we make about products with no RAM in them? What video games are we going to play? I did find out some good news though that I'm going to tell you. The Ebola outbreak that is happening in the Congo has just been declared over. I mean, I didn't say the good news was going to be about the RAM crisis, but hey, maybe this will be a good segue to our sponsor.
There ended up being a lot for me to like about all of them actually, but as you would expect, I also managed to run into my fair share of only Linus could break an iPhone this horribly issues as well. And, as you would expect, this segue to our sponsor. Why? And also that I can have a software experience that is every bit as buggy as Android? I don't know, Apple. Maybe next year. Maybe with Apple Fold. Until then, I think it's back to Android for me and back to segueing to our sponsor.